in too deep, and possibly at night, I worry over a situation.
So, if you've been watching my last couple of videos or been keeping up with my channel, you've probably seen that I've been rewatching Scrubs these past couple of weeks. So, what I have noticed recently is that the creator of Scrubs, Bill Lawrence, many of the cast and crew have said how well he integrates unknown artists and unknown musicians into the show. It was even reported that Zach Braff, who plays JD, convinced Bill Lawrence, the producer and the creator, to hire the musicians who did the theme tune, which is the iconic theme tune for Scrubs. You'll see in the earlier season there's a whole 3-minute cinematic cold open with Colin Hayes where he plays the guitar. You see him breaking the fourth wall. He's with JD when he's hiding in the closet away from Dr. Cox. It's actually so beautiful and cinematic. It's actually really rare for shows to do this. It's even been reported that the network were really scared for them to do this. They thought it was going to bring down the ratings for some reason, which is quite stupid. With many musical segments or even episodes sometimes, you can see that the cast actually sing quite a lot. You'll see sometimes in the background of JD's daydreams they'll drag the actual crew and the members of the productions, so you'll see them just standing there or dancing when they're doing their little songs. The reason why I'm mentioning this is because I believe a lot of shows or a lot of sitcoms have music, right? So they'll have their theme tunes and they'll have the music when it transitions from scene to scene, but there's not a lot of shows, and Scrubs especially do this well, when they'll use the music as almost a character. They'll go from a comedic moment to a really serious moment in the flick of a switch. They'll go from JD making a joke to Carla saying how her mum's just died, and the music really helps you feel what they feel. Fans of Scrubs will know how there was a lot of a cappella music going down the corridors of the hospital. So one character we see quite a lot is Ted. Ted has an a cappella band called the Worthless Peons. He actually was in the a cappella band in real life as well as the show, and throughout the series he would do a bunch of songs with his group in the elevators or just little random segments that were quite funny, but he was actually really good and talented. I saw in the behind the scenes of season 2 on Scrubs that the actors were at a Christmas party and Ted and his a cappella band were actually doing a Superman theme tune, and they were going to do that in one episode. There's an episode where Dr. Cox has a scene where he's got a cape, but unfortunately they couldn't actually get the rights from John Williams to do this, which is quite unfortunate. They had to switch to the song or the theme tune called The Underdog. So apart from Ted's a cappella band, there was also Dr. Kelso, which there was actually an episode where Elliot and Turk found out that he wrote a love song to his wife. They stumble across an old cassette that he had from many years before, and it turns out he actually used to sing. He denies it at the end because obviously why would he not fucking admit it, but that's Kelso for you. I've got to add a big shout out to where JD and Turk sing Guy Love, because that's one of probably the best little songs that came from Scrub. Like, I don't know why I remember it so much. With the theme tune being so iconic, I can guarantee even if you haven't seen Scrubs, you've definitely heard the theme tune. When I first watched the show, that alone got me hooked, and these many years later when I rewatch it, it's so fucking nostalgic. The production team clearly figure out the perfect sound or song for each scenario which goes on in each episode. As I said, it could be the whole 3-minute cold open, or it could be for 1 second, but that 1 second of music can completely switch the scene. Bill Lawrence was saying in an interview how without this music and without these little 1-second segments that this show wouldn't work. There's no other sitcom that can go from such a serious tone to such a funny tone. If you've not watched Scrubs or not watched it for a long time, go listen to it, watch it, and see how much the music impacts the show. I made this little video because I made the video about Ted the other day, and that involved a lot of the a cappella, and it made me realise how much music is in the show. So yeah, if you enjoyed this one, drop a little like. Respect Armando. I would as well put more videos and more little clips in there of the music, but it seems like everything gets copyrighted, so it's not actually worth it. So I'll put little bits in, little snippets, you know what I mean. But yeah, don't want to get that copyright strike and that. Make sure to actually like the video, please, as well, if you're watching this. Respect. Bye bye. Drop us up. Love you lots.